Have you ever stopped to think about the connection between the space around you and the space inside your head? It's pretty powerful stuff. Today we're going to dive into how getting your physical world in order can actually create a little sanctuary for your mind.
This quote really hits home, doesn't it? It's this idea that the calm, collected vibe we're all after, well, it actually starts on the inside. But what happens when your everyday surroundings are constantly fighting against that inner discipline?
And that's where we get to the real world, to the daily tangle. We're going to look at how this one tiny bit of chaos can actually have a huge ripple effect on how we feel.
I mean, think about your morning. We all picture this calm, mindful start to the day, right? But what's the reality? For a lot of us, it's more like a frantic race against the clock, digging through stuff, just feeling messy before the day's even really kicked off.
Oh man, and these points, they're so specific because we've all been there. That delicate necklace that's somehow tied itself into an impossible knot. The desperate search for that one ring? These aren't just little annoyances. They're tiny moments of friction that add up, stealing your focus and your energy right when you need it most.
So here's the big question, the one that kind of changes everything. What if you could just eliminate all that friction? What if getting your physical stuff in order was a direct path to a calmer, more focused mind?
To answer that, we're actually going to look at a really powerful philosophy. We're going to explore the idea of brahmacharya, not in some super strict ancient sense, but as a practical guide for discipline and focus in our own lives.
So what is brahmacharya really? Well, at its heart, it's all about being mindful of where your energy goes. It's about consciously moving your attention away from chaos and distraction and putting it toward things that actually bring you a sense of purpose and peace. It's about taking back control.
Okay. That sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do that in our modern, cluttered lives? Well, one really practical way is to look to nature. We can actually use tools that are designed to create harmony because they copy the simple, elegant order that you see all around you in the natural world. You know, the path to getting organized shouldn't be another complicated chore. The best tools are the ones that are just intuitive. They come together in a simple, intentional way. The whole point is that finding order should feel easy, not like another stressor.
And this is where good design can serve a much deeper purpose. So a structure that's inspired by a tree, that's not just about looking cool. Its branches, with all their different heights, they naturally separate things, preventing those exact tangles we were just talking about. The solid base gives a home to all the little things. It turns a cluttered mess into something that's not just functional, but beautiful, whether you're using it for jewelry or keys or whatever you need.
Now we're getting to the heart of it. This isn't just about a place to put your stuff. It's about creating a new ritual, a tiny, daily habit that connects that big philosophical goal of inner peace with the simple physical act of being organized.
A big part of brahmacharya is this idea of purity in what you think, what you say, and, maybe most importantly, in what you do. Our actions really matter.
So that small act of just placing an item on its designated spot, that is you physically living out that principle. You're actively choosing order instead of chaos. You're not just cleaning up, you're curating your space. You're turning a mess into your own personal gallery.
And the change is, well, it's instant. You go from a tangled mess to a collection that's out in the open, easy to see, and protected. That frustrating search is just gone. It's replaced by a calm, easy choice. It's a perfect example of how a simple system can make your daily life so much smoother.
So what's the end game here? What does all of this lead to? It leads to the final vision, a space in your home that isn't a source of stress, but is your own little sanctuary of peace. I want you to really focus on this number for a second. 0. Imagine starting your day with 0 tangles to fight, 0 minutes wasted searching for something, 0 moments of that pointless frustration. That single number represents a massive shift in how your day begins.
Ultimately, that's what this is all about. It's about giving yourself a gift. The gift of a calm morning, of a clear head, of a space that actually reflects the kind of order you want to feel on the inside. It really is simply beautiful and beautifully simple.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. Forgetting everything else for a moment. What's one small act of order, just one little thing, that you could do in your own life right now to create a little more space for peace?